All right.
Let's do this.
All right, I think we got it. Sorry about that, you guys. I think we had to reset an audio driver.
We're back.
We're back. We never went anywhere. We did a solid 16 minutes of the opening stream while trying to get.
We're starting out without. Yeah, we're not doing talkies yet. Now we're doing talkies.
It's getting serious. It's getting serious now.
Well, speaking of getting serious, looks like the Range Rover's about to put it in drive.
Everybody, if you're just joining us on the YouTube channel, I know that we had gotten the visual up and running, but had to take care of some audio issues there, which I'm pretty sure
we fired our audio guy.
Which is what's going to be happening. Clean out your stuff, dude.
But now
that's right. It was me.
Now we are good to go. Skokie Country Club Series 2 against Tennaqua. Mitch Granger and Brian Fagg against Robert Steinman and
Eric
Chase Burlinghoff.
Chase. I was going to call him Eric just to be funny, but it's not really.
And I'm pretty sure there's a Todd Burlinghoff here at the club as well, which might be a parental unit. But I can't confirm that. It's just a really common name.
Yeah. Todd Woodby. Todd Woodbridge. Anyway. Todd. Yeah. I'm just thinking of the old SNL stuff. We're not getting audio. That's just beautiful.
Don't sweat it.
Too late. I'm going to need some more deodorant. Yeah, sure. Anyway. But we are back, and technically we're in a Wilmette, aren't we, Coach?
I think we're in
or is this Glencoe?
I think we're in Glencoe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I guess where part of the club is in Wilmette, maybe.
Oh, what a volley. I love it.
Come on. Again, as we say, clean living. That's
fun fact about Glencoe is that they pay extra taxes to be covered by an invisible dome that doesn't allow the temperature to drop below 41 degrees. So...
Is it only 41 out right now?
Yeah, no, it's 41 on the button, and this is as low as it'll get for the entire season. It's uncomfortable because what they've done is they've mastered sort of a very small version of global warming, which may or may not be real.
It's like a Glencoe snow globe.
It's the Glencoe globe.
That was Sean and I's
it's like the plot of the Simpsons movie. That's basically...
Sean and I's band name in college was Regional Warming.
I like that. That's really good.
Polly Shore was our bass player. So
that guy plays bass too.
Nice
what can he do? Starting.
Tell you what, Chase is sneaky skilled, man.
He just is playing it smart.
I don't think there's anything sneaky about this guy.
I think what is sneaky is how Steinman starts to occupy the center of the court the longer that the point goes.
He does.
Just so he can take that opportunity.
All right, so we're looking at a break point here for Steinman Burlinghoff. Let's see what Mitch has to offer. Barefoot Fingers. You know what? I just jinxed the poor guy. I'm just going to send a fruit basket to the Granger residence right now. I can't. Come on. Where's that 800 number? Where's the 800 number? That's just wrong. I just, what kind of an announcer does that? All right, 31. I'm trying to think of who the 31. That would be Dave Winfield, I think, would be 31. I'm just trying to make that up.
That's a great reference, and I'm just going to go ahead and agree with you.
Jackie Robinson.
Hall of Famer. No, it's 42, you knucklehead.
Oh, he was so close.
Jackie Robinson minus 11. All right, this one goes to 11. There's that famous backhand roller from Robbie Steinman. Good reset.
Trying to sell these guys furniture. Steinenhoffels.
There you go. Beautiful. They'll go all day.
Ooh,
That's
nice
perfect
day.
night for paddle, by the way. Not too cold. You can kind of see your breath. So I suppose if it was light enough out, you could maybe play the back nine.
Oh,
another full swinging roller.
It was. There you go. I can see this is intelligent of Granger and Fagg to do. I can see him slowing it down a little bit just to get the bearings back a little bit. Things were happening kind of fast.
Yeah, that mid-pace roller that goes right at the body becomes tough.
That's kind of
You feel
nasty.
like you can't let it go to the screen. You feel like it's going to die too much, but you got to make the decision early or it's on top of you.
Yes. All right, for those of you who play league platform and you're watching Rob Steinman hit a roller from like below waist level, snap it over the net.
Off either side.
Just realize that's, yeah, it actually does on the forehand side too. Just realize I'm not saying it's not possible to do. It's just that
This
for him,
shot
like right
here,
there,
yep.
it just takes a certain amount of skill, and most of us don't have that. I'm just going to say it.
He is a little tougher.
Oh, it's
That's
a good
great
shot
spot.
from Fig. Brian just coming up with the goods there. He's a little more like Ben Shelton on that backhand side. I was going to say Jimmy Connors, but that's just too old a reference at this point, even for me.
Yeah, very reminiscent of early career Blake Shelton.
Little long on that serve.
Yeah, you know what? I should just start with the really ancient images like, hey, that was like a Willie Renshaw forehand right there. Guy won Wimbledon like 6 times in a row in 1888.
Really solid break right there.
Bringing it back.
Tennaqua.
There you go.
Bringing it back to
32.
2-3.
Take it back, kind of like a Rocky reference. Yeah, I know. Don't start singing, Cal. Don't do it.
Well, in the words of Britney Spears.
Hit me, baby. Where are you going to go with that?
One more time. I think that's her song.
All right, are we back on serve? No. It's still, yes, we are. Yes, we are back on serve. All right, it is getting a little chillier out there, I'm just going to say, because somebody opened the door and I could feel the breeze. And I don't need to be a meteorologist to figure that out.
Yeah, also Mitch is not wearing shorts, which typically, he would get to if there was,
That's true. That's a
at the
nasty
earliest
kick.
opportunity, yeah.
Look at that. Brian just bringing some.
Yet another benefit of the righty-lefty combo is that you just always have 2 different spins that you're throwing at the other team all the time, and the adjustment can be tough. Just enough of a jam there on that drive.
No question.
Right
Steinman,
shoulder.
you know what? The amazing thing is he can take it early and still kind of rip it, so that makes it just that much more effective. It's one thing if you kind of let the bounce run its course and try to hit it back near, let's say, the corner or something, Coach.
Yep.
But he takes it, like, he'll move inside the baseline.
Yeah.
And try to take this thing, like.
It's part of the reason that his, especially when he just, goes for a placement shot, it's so effective because he takes so much time away that it's hard for a team to recover. He just senses when they're out of position, and he can just, place a drive into the open space.
Good scoop.
It's a nice
square of despair.
There. 2 in a row.
That's right. Those are flips right there. We call that a flip. It's like one of those yogurt pretzels. All right, maybe not.
This is smart the way that Skokie is playing this point, but it's also difficult. Eventually, somebody's going to get a look at a ball that you can swing the ball side to side like this, but you have to really be setting up effectively as a team in order to cover space. Good volley. Nice and deep. But this is almost how you have to play Granger and Fig at this point, because if you give them too many balls in a row, they're going to find a way to hurt you with something. And so you kind of have
That's a good point,
You got
Coach.
a little bit of a shot clock, right?
Oh, yeah. Especially on the forehand side.
It's in that, 3 to 6 shots range. And
sure.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice digs.
Goodness
gracious.
gracious.
Then you see Brian starting to find his groove.
He's going to try to drive that. He should get style points for just trying that.
I like the attempt. Maybe the first shot clock violation there from Granger, kind of wanting to convert.
Look at that.
I think you're doing a good job.
Great dig.
I don't think you need to worry.
Steinman
I love
being a
that.
super positive
gosh, you
partner
got to
out there,
like that right there. Bucking for that sportsmanship award.
Guys full of sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah. They call that
basically
the Canaric
unicorn.
Award.
Oh, do they? Sunshine and rainbows. Super positive all the time. Nothing can ever go wrong.
What the heck is wrong with you?
That's tough. So I think that Tennaqua has started to really target that hard roller at Berlinghoff, and it is tough. It's tough to get out of the way, especially on that deuce side, and you got a lefty slapping it at you.
He also has a very short backswing, Coach, on that shot.
Agreed.
And it's quick. He comes through the hitting zone really quickly, and sometimes the thing's on top of you before you even realize it. So,
so that's going to be 3 all there.
Yep. Yeah, keep your mic on there, Cal.
Well, I didn't think the good people of America wanted to hear me chew goldfish.
In a figurative sense.
No,
I don't think anybody have a
love
problem
the tomahawk.
Great move.
I love that tomahawk.
Early shift and drive right there from Brian.
Okay, there's maybe where, all that pace, you can get a little carried away, but I still like the idea.
Yeah, I think he just...
I just don't know what it's like to be that
talented.
talented. So
he was going for a little more spin, and it kind of came off fat.
I think Chase, that definitely describes me there.
Nice hands. Great volley there from Steinman.
You know what? He just... It's funny. An old tennis coach of mine, Jerry Carson, the Hall of Famer, pretty much.
Jerry!
Jerry would always say, a good volleyer just looks to get involved, and that's pretty much what Rob does at the net there.
That's the tennis version of winners want the ball.
Pretty much.
Does that make me a loser?
Nice, sneaky.
No.
I mean, it is a unique element in paddle where you can kind of sense, if a guy is at the net and, they're a little stagnant and they don't really want to volley, you notice it.
You can sense it.
It's tough. And there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, you got to play your role. What a great get.
Robert Steinman's putting on a clinic. That has to be said. As a clinician.
Well, better that than a medical thing, out there. Got to test everybody. He wanted that backhand. You got to love that. Okay, you know what? I wish you want to make that as a replay because I love this. I love this. He wants that backhand.
He's looking for where he's standing.
This is mine. You will give me this backhand. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a bit optimistic.
Well, I do think that it's one of the shots that, one, he can pull off.
Oh, yeah.
And number 2, when the plan is so clearly isolating your partner, then, he's doing what he's supposed to, which is baiting them into hitting it to his corner.
Absolutely. The other thing is, wow, it stayed in.
So as long as there's a piece of communication there before he pulls the trigger on that backhand drive, it's not like he can't hit it.
No. It's actually law of averages, Coach. You just figure if they're going to hit a shot from their side of the court and it's going to be a backhand from Rob Steinman, you got a pretty good chance of winning the point. And that's pretty good percentages there if you just do the math. And, let's face it, I'm one of the world's worst mathematicians. I'm pretty much in the top 10 every year.
What a weird flex. Pretty much in the top 10
I don't mean to brag.
Mathematicians.
All right, still on serve, though. In the first set here at lovely Skokie Country Club.
I told these guys no pressure, but they're required to split sets, and then they can play a real one for the third. So let's see if they can, pull it off and make it look convincing.
Well, that's what Tech Week is for, Coach. We go through all these rehearsals, and when you get to Tech Week, for those of you who've been in musical theater production, you just do 8 rehearsals
at this point,
in a row.
that is the entire audience.
I was going to say, let's hope nobody.
If you're watching platform tennis on the internet, then you have spent a fair amount of time on stage crew,
Well, that's only because they kicked me out of the cast.
Possibly wearing glitter.
Yeah. It just left over from all of the
definitely auditioning for Cats.
I'd be old Doot, I think. Wouldn't I?
Is that the one Judi Dench played?
Yep.
I don't think so.
Yep. Don't look it up.
Really?
No,
I don't know. She was Grisabella.
I've never seen either of the versions of Cats, thankfully.
What's kind of ridiculous is that I actually knew that.
Yeah,
I think I'm right. First of all, old Dude is the biggest thing you've ever seen. And then,
Nice roller from Mitch.
Judy Dench was Grisabella. Okay, that,
see, I did it to him again. Every time that I say.
See, but you, at least you did it this time. I did it last time.
So
when
he's
he was
getting
serving.
a fruit basket and a chocolate basket.
Yeah, right.
Chocolate turtles.
And he just got married, so he's going to get all sorts of complexes.
Yeah.
I'm getting fruit baskets from one guy,
He's going to.
candy from another. I don't know what to do. It was a good-looking backhand from
Solid.
Brian. Yeah, baby. Heat seeking. I think just skim the net. Get out your measuring tape. I think maybe like not even a centimeter over the net.
Yeah, you can probably just eyeball it then.
Dipping. And I don't mean chewing tobacco. I mean the thing's just flying over the net, dropping off a cliff. Nice.
That's a good
Yeah,
setup.
I like it.
Early shift, looking for the drive on that ball.
Uncharacteristic, though. You don't see Rob Steinman miss too many volleys like that. So
No, but I
They'll
do
take
think
it.
I do think that there's a lot of value, especially when Mitch slides over to that center third of the
I
court to
agree.
set up his forehand.
absolutely great point. Yep.
I think he can put enough on the ball where if he hits the right spot, players are going to miss volleys.
Yeah, without question.
I like the waterfall.
Water foul. He handles it. Look at that.
I'm in the unique position where it doesn't matter where you hit the ball, I'm going to miss the volley.
Well, if you're not at the net, it's difficult to hit a volley, Cal. You got to understand. If you're staying at the baseline,
Just a little
I've got
deep.
the height.
you do.
I can volley from the baseline.
Might be a disadvantage depending on who you are, but if you're,
Oh, I make it a disadvantage. I like to
gonna
just
run
sit
it
in the corner
for
and
you
try to
there.
dig.
Yeah, some of those poke
What a
drives,
surprise.
too. I know. Look who we have here.
It's Judy Dench from Cats.
So she's saying memory, I guess. Is that what you're telling me? Wow. It's impressive. Speaking of memories, I saw that same dig from Brian Faig 2 points ago. Nice. It's a great reset. Look at the hands from Chase. It's not an easy ball to get back either. I think he's anywhere near the service line, and Mitch is coming in, pounding that forehand. I love the slice drive, though. Yes. Nice touch. It's going to work.
Oh.
Come on.
It was a little.
That wasn't even
Little
possible.
flex.
Jeez, get out your protractor. Come on, man. How does he scoot that around, Rob? Do you really?
A routine half
I
volley
know.
from
Come on.
three-quarters court from the Grange Rover.
And a tip of the hat. We'll just be as cliched as possible. The Mitch Granger. What's amazing is he's got like 5 or 6 different rollers off that backhand side.
Yep.
Oh, he's got range.
Is
He can do it all.
really talk about Steinman, but I like the name analogy anyway,
Yeah,
the
it's
name
fine.
metaphor.
If we put it out there.
It works. Yeah, I'll let it go. No, but my point is he can hit the reset or he can just bury it in the corner. He can pound it, so it's kind of cool that he's able to do that and still hit a topspin roller with that kind of variety.
I always
that's
like
costly.
it when great players can have the exact same thought process that I have in making an error like that,
Yeah.
faulting and then yelling, "That's not locking it in. I said lock it in." What the hell?
That's like wait a
That's
minute.
the opposite of being locked in.
That's like it's like being a fellow instructor on the court when you're subbing and you just do. They say, "Hey, we're going to play Blaster today," and you just go, "That's not Blaster."
Yeah.
Everybody's got their own. Yeah. The only thing that is a universal. What's the only universal, Cal?
So not a break if you
Is
hold.
jail. No, never mind.
Oh.
I was trying to talk about drills anyway. So, but
Oh,
you're right.
jailbreak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
jailbreak is the only really universal. Most people don't. They all know it the same
That
way.
was a
but
heck of a shot.
It was.
Hit him right in the Steinel cord.
All right.
And I missed the replay. All right, thanks, guys.
Bummer.
I'm not sure.
Show yourself out.
I'm not sure why that.
So far we fired the audio guy
And the video guy.
and the TD today. Okay.
Yeah, we got those idiots out of here.
I'm going to do the next stream myself off of a TI-86 microwave.
Dust off the Commodore.
It'll be great.
All right. 15:30. Fig and Granger serving for this set, but they have a little bit of work to do here. Yeah. By the way, lighting here is phenomenal. It's beautiful. Tears in my eyes, I guess. What a dig! Ooh, super shot.
You can't drive at Steinman.
No.
It'll just make him mad.
No. Don't shoot him. You'll just make him angry.
You just make him angry.
And that volley didn't come up for air in the corner either. What was that all about, man? We talk about perfect touch. All right, 2 break points here.
Set
for,
points.
I should say set points, excuse me, for Steinman and Berlingoff.
I'd like to hear Robert Steinman's spoken word poetry because I'm getting ready to call him the Muhammad Ali of paddle.
Really? A shot.
It's a good read there by Mitch.
If a man wants to be called Muhammad Ali. Anyway, so.
Take the step over.
Fought off one of them.
All right, here we go.
Lefty magic.
Nice hands.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Look at the hops.
That
what a
is
shot.
A great move from
Talk
Robert
about
Steinman
opportunistic.
To take the first set.
Way to make up for the fault, huh?
6-4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we gonna take a break?
Robert's
maybe?
like that's what's locking it.
We'll take a break.
Like.
When we come back, maybe we'll have audio too.
Well, I mean, we'll check. We'll see if there's still audio available. Hopefully, chat.
Fire Sean
picked
Ulbrich
up on the new audio. We're golden. We'll be back after these messages from our local sponsors.
From the heart of Chicago up to the North Shore and stretching from the northwest suburbs down to Kankakee. From urgent in-office care to virtual in-home visits, we're making orthopedic care available wherever and however you need it. Because while we're adapting our lives to keep each other safe, we know that new injuries will happen and old injuries will still linger. And IBJI is here to help.
We are back.
We're back. I said it first.
Oh, you win. Thanks to our local sponsors, Illinois Bone and Joint, Viking, and Wintrust. Community banks.
The only bank to trust when you need to trust in the winter.
God bless them, everyone.
No, but seriously, yeah, all of them are fantastic.
It's a during the holiday break, the channel will be live and we'll just be replaying "It's a Wonderful Life" for just a solid 2.5 weeks.
But we'll Photoshop Wintrust onto the bank.
I mean, we could do that. That might
was
send
just
the wrong
going to quote
message.
something from Oliver there, and that's just not going to work, even though it sounds like it would work. We'd like some more.
When I was messing around with video and editing projects when I was in high school, I took the family copy of It's a Wonderful Life and I spliced in the SNL skit where they all beat the crap out of Mr. Potter. My dad thought it was one of the greatest adjustments ever. My mom was super upset that I ruined her copy of It's a Wonderful Life. But I was like, it's on television 11 times a day for a month. It'll be fine. So anyway,
all right,
that's
we back
canon
into
now.
it. So speaking, it's never been a wonderful life, but now it is. It was a pretty good move from Mitch there, by the way. Just not a bad idea coming in on that ball. I liked it.
So I think this second set is going to have a lot going on because, I know in particular, like Mitch likes to win, but he really hates to lose.
So can we go ahead and call this second set Stacy's mom?
Yeah, it's really got it going on.
Well, they're starting off a little bit inauspiciously right now, but I still like the. Boy, that thing was smoking.
Solid.
It's funny that the funny thing is Chase wisely decided not to volley that ball. I love the convergence there.
I mean, you could have cooked a brisket on that.
Because he smoked it?
Yeah, because he smoked it.
Yeah, nice. Another great move.
Ooh.
That's a good play from Chase as well. I really think that this is a really smart strategy from Skokie. They're making adjustments on service games. I do think it's really smart that Chase is staying back and just kind of letting
you got it.
letting Robert be super aggressive up close.
Let Robert be Robert, basically.
They are getting into 99% of the 95%
Good
of
lob,
the points.
Brian. Diggs. He's good at that. That always, the same thing with Mitch. He's just so talented. It's like, it always makes me sick because he's got such a great two-handed backhand, and then his one-hander is better than mine. And I have a one-hander. I hate that. I just freaking hate
it. Works my whole life.
Yeah, I know, it's awful. I mean, I didn't expect it, but
oh my
whatever.
goodness!
I did have this whole thing about paddle being such a unique sport because it had more to do with your ability to improvise than like having the purest, cleanest like tennis strokes. Like you'd see a lot of guys in paddle kind of freak out when they came off of the tennis court because like their tennis strokes were so locked in and everything was so rigid and like the mechanics of it were they had these really pure strokes and like you just can't do that in paddle. Like there's too many little tiny adjustments that you have to make. So guys like Mitch that can like do a lot with a ball, right? Hit a two-hander, hit a one-hander, slice it, chip it, come over it, whatever.
Makes a difference. Then you got to, I think, what do they say? You got to tone it down a little bit. I think the volume, you can't rip ground strokes from the baseline in paddle, let's face it, in platform, like you can in the tennis court. So
it's a little tougher, and you can't be so clean. Like, it's just not that kind of sport. Like, I mean, if you're playing great, don't get me wrong, hitting a cutter that spins back over the net a bunch of times in a row is fun. But it's just, you're just not hitting every ball that pure.
Nope. It's funny, and Carl was just here. I'm mentioning Carl Morgan.
Because
I'm going to give great volley. And this guy, his dad, one of the, and I don't think he coined this, but he probably says it the best. He's just got the coolest accent, I guess. I don't know, but he doesn't even have an accent. I don't know what we're talking about, Jay Morgan. Yeah, but I remember him saying this.
He's got a very Midwestern accent.
He's just a great coach, and I remember him saying this, where you're only as good as. It's kind of philosophical, but you're only as good as your worst loss. In other words, it's not how great your strengths are, but it's how strong you can be with your weakest shots.
Right.
And just how consistent you can be. Because that really is, the best players you'll see pretty much miss. See right there, and he's got one of the best backhands in the nation. No question about it, is Steinman.
Yep.
But if he tries something a little too much, going up the line over the high part of the net like that from that position, even he's not going to make every ball.
Yeah, and he's aiming for 1 inch of net clearance, by a single ball width.
And he can hit it. To his credit, he can hit it, but it's just difficult to do on a regular basis. That's all.
They did call me Mr. Consistency back when I used to play, because I would always lose.
When was that?
All right, Shabu.
7 years ago.
Really?
7 years ago, you were 11 years old.
14.
Okay,
that's pretty impressive if you were consistent at 11 or 14 for that matter. But
Chase coming up with the screen drive. I like that a lot.
It's a great lob.
See, that whole thing, that issue with getting caught too close to the net is just from Chase playing his role.
Yeah.
Right? They went a little too hard on the attack. He forced him to hit a screen drive.
Yep.
They had to step up and make a volley, and then a decent lob as a follow-up causes a problem.
Matter of fact, that's even more sage about platform than anything. You pretty much hand it to your opponent and say, listen, mess this up for me.
Yeah. That's most of paddle. Getting the ball to the other side of the net and saying, no, you screw it up. I don't want to screw it up.
I'm not going to eat it. Let's get Mikey. By the way, we are at Bamboo Shoots here at lovely Skokie Country Club. When I say Bamboo Shoots in the second set, we're at 1-1. Rob Steinman and Chase Burlinghoff won the first set, 6-4. And here in lovely Glencoe, we'll see what's going to transpire in the second set. Steinman, Burlinghoff, a little commanding lead in the third game here. But anything's possible, Coach. We've been seeing that's a good serve.
Yeah, that first set coming out 6-4 for Skokie, for Steinman and Burlinghoff. unfortunately was one of those sets where it didn't feel as close as the score was. I mean, I know paddle's always close, but it was kind of one of those, like, Skokie consistently ahead.
Yes.
You know, having a bunch of breakpoint opportunities. It was kind of early momentum that just kind of carried through the first set. Second set already feels a lot closer, a lot tighter in terms of.
Oh yeah. You know, it's funny in platform or just in paddle, you're going to look at things, and this is kind of use a baseball analogy. You try to get ahead of the hitters. You'd rather be working from 30 love or 40-15, because if you need to take a chance or you need to take a try something a little more low percentage, you want to have the ability to do that. But even then, might not even be the greatest idea. So Steinman and Berlinghoff take that game, and they'll switch sides at 2-1. We don't have any reads, do we, Coach? Any reads? We gonna have
we'll get to them.
Do we? Okay. I vote Cal. For
Typically,
I'll kill it.
We'll go fifth game.
I like it. Again, just excited to be a part of the whole thing. What a shot.
Just excited to be a part of it.
All right.
And I'm digging that lighting back there, Sean.
Isn't it cool? There's something that
It
looks
almost
kind of
looked
like
like a sunset.
Yeah,
for
either
a
that
short
or it's
amount of time.
Yeah, the Christmas lights along the golf course at this part of the season. The many golf courses of the North Shore is always kind of a cool vibe.
The golf core
no
eye.
question. It looks to me golf core eye. What? Excellent grammar.
That's the plural, yeah.
Thank you.
It's a gaggle of courses, I think is the technical term.
And that ball there just channeling its inner Steve Miller band and flying like an eagle.
Wow. Good kick. Oh, how does he just pull it in
the
there?
Perfect spot.
And you know what, Brian?
But Mitch stays.
Brian goes, you know what? I'm impressed, but not really. Check it out.
Yeah.
Like, what a get. I mean, he got over there like flash. By the way, you know, the lighting back there, you know what it looks like? It looks like the mask in that first Thor movie for the one of those.
I could see it, actually.
You know what I'm talking about?
I get
That
a
big
little,
robot?
Like, yeah. I get some cat eye vibes.
Yeah,
as well.
I'm just thinking, you know. Where's my hammer? Don't take that the wrong way.
You're a carpenter.
All right, but then again, no.
You know who else is a carpenter is just Mitch Granger. The brain on this guy, he's always thinking one step
That's
ahead.
a great
like
shot.
a carpenter making stairs. I stole that
Steinman.
line from The Office, but that one I was just waiting to shoehorn in somewhere. It's like
And well
It was
done.
a bucket list thing.
And well done.
And I have the wrong person serving. It is.
It is Brian Feig.
Yeah.
I should say fake. You just met a little wide, and there is the game.
Yeah.
So we're tied, knotted back up. Deuce is wild, baby.
2 for everybody.
Emmett Smith, I think. Didn't we say that? Emmett Smith for his 22, I think.
Well, the Granger
Chase
fake
Berlinghoff
score
to
is.
serve.
It's a nice drive there. Occasionally, with
got,
how
I'm
active
telling you,
Steinman is, you
sneaky
got to
pace,
go.
Man.
You got to
Sneaky
go right
pace.
at him.
And Granger Faye got the Jackie Robinson going on, so.
All right. I'll buy that there, Cal. Okay, it's a perfect example of what we were talking about earlier with Mitch Granger's forehand drive. That thing drops off the table. So he hit that thing. It looked like it was shoulder high, and it still snapped back into the baseline. Most impressive.
Tough.
And, of course, what did I do to him there? He loses the point.
Maybe considering doing a little more with that ball.
Yeah, I think so.
And then decided that he was going to
what do I
bail
know?
out instead.
I'll just be in the car doing some light reading, I guess.
That's a good spot right there from Mitch.
But again, there's that forehand.
I'm going to give it.
I'm just saying.
I'm going to give the commentator's curse a try. I have not seen Berlinghoff miss a serve this evening.
Okay, well, let's see what happens.
I guess I'm just not a commentator.
What a shot.
I'm just a guy sitting
If you
there.
were a real commentator, you would have affected the outcome of the match.
Missed it.
Okay, first of all, he's too young to be slicing a forehand.
Hey, that's my
I'm kidding.
move.
That's actually a great paddle shot. I'm just saying. It's just funny to see him do that. It's almost like a hack, baby, yak. Good hack. But, there you go.
Cal,
So you're a point
congratulations,
late
Cal.
there.
You are a real commentator.
So Granger and Faye
You
grab the
said
break
it, and it caused a problem.
and take that 3-2. And it you know what? Aren't we at the 5th game and we can? Let's
Thank
talk
our
about
sponsor,
Wintrust.
Wintrust as well. Wintrust, different approach, better results.
Once again, I just love that slogan. I'm serious, man. That's cool.
You got to respect it too, because I always try different approaches and somehow get worse.
Yeah, I mean.
So those guys know what they're doing. Seriously.
Well.
Also, not that I have
They're
any...
referring to approaching the net. I'm sure you are
Right.
as well.
Right.
You also got to wash your hands more.
I know absolutely nothing. That is true, actually. I keep getting sick. It has to be related.
Touch.
I think maybe you're a person who just needs a bottle of Purell. Just like, you know.
No, I think I just need to stick my face in
Constantly
mud.
in your fanny pack.
I don't wear a fanny pack.
Well,
I wear a utility belt.
I don't know. It just sounded funny.
Dress for the job you want.
It's true.
Ooh, jeez.
All right,
Great volleys there.
so we didn't forget that Rob Steinman could hit a pretty big topspin forehand.
And is Jay Kordich on the court here? Because I'm seeing a lot of juice.
Yeah, they.
Oh my goodness!
Nice
Look
shot.
at that!
Wow.
No
Right there
way!
from Mitch.
I wanted to replay that, but I think this was technically
Kind of a.
Yeah, this was another.
It's kind of a
This is a
kick.
great get.
I want to
here.
say a kick waterfall
Okay,
here
brilliant.
from
A kick
Granger.
waterfall.
I know.
I think we should make up new shots. I think these guys are playing a lot
I
of
think
blitz
Granger just
waterfalls.
did, man. I think Mitch Granger just did. That was kind of kick waterfall. And again, it was really the position that Robbie was in at that point.
Yep. Now he's going to hit a drop shot roller.
Overhead drop shot roller. He's getting a hold of that thing too.
Yep.
And 4-2.
It's a good change up on the serve there from Mitch.
Totally. And I guess they did get the memo, if it looks that way anyway, that Granger and Fager are supposed to win the second set.
They're starting to find their groove a little bit. Less miscommunication in this second set as well. Not that they had a ton in the first, but not having any balls at this point that have been a problem in terms of who takes what.
Nope.
I just have to bring this up because we have nothing else to talk about for 30 seconds. I visited the Wintrust that is on Clark Street or Dearborn. Clark or Dearborn in Chicago, and I'm not an interior decorator, but it was the nicest bank I've ever been in.
I get that.
They know what they're doing.
So what you're telling us, you're not an
What
endorsement.
you're saying
Yeah, actually,
is,
Matt has seen my room, and I use an old mini fridge so that my fan can sit exactly level with my bed and blow air on me.
Yeah, well, I mean, any time that you can figure out how to
that's
fashion over
ingenuity.
function. Yeah.
really be comfortable.
All right, 15 love. Not a bad start to this game for Steinman and Berlinghoff.
And we haven't talked a lot about.
Stalled a little bit, just long.
We haven't talked a lot about Brian, but he's just been a very consistent force on the court.
Yes. It's 15:30 or 30:15.
It's wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna guess it's 35. But.
Well.
Oh,
Good
that's
shot.
a tough spot. Great volley from Chase.
Starting to light that up a little bit. That's good. Boom. He's there.
Tweener.
I thought it was going to happen.
Oh, come
just didn't
on.
get
Where's
the right
commitment?
I know he didn't. He just didn't get the right shot.
You got to lay out for
kind
this.
of a quasi seamer there.
Let's go, Robert. You had the chance to make the show.
Yeah. And I'm not sure it's 30 all, but let's just check. No, I think it was 15:40. Yeah, that's what I thought. So it's 5-2. You blink, and that's what happened. You know what it was? Granger just had to take off the warm-up pants, man. That's all it was.
Yeah, Matt mentioned about him not
There's
being
a
in shorts, and he
certain
pulled
vibe.
him out.
You know what I mean?
I told you.
There's a vibe
Mitch
to
is just one of those guys who plays better in shorts.
And leggings.
He just does.
What a coach you are.
Mitch can wear a pair of slacks better
Who
than anybody.
sees these things?
That's
That
the
is
bottom
true.
line.
Who is like unto thee, Matt McClure? All right, enough sacrilege.
Do we call
I'm really
that?
good at everything that doesn't matter. That's my sweet spot.
Yeah, I got you.
I can almost smell the smoke out there. Barbecue.
Oh,
That's
just
what I'm
deep.
saying. Is that what they got going on tonight?
Yeah. Yeah,
Queen Bee?
they always do the outdoor grill.
It's going to be a little bit
or
chilly.
like 90% of the time.
Love it.
It's actually one of the cool parts about a
Unbelievable.
lot of paddle huts is
That's
that
going to work. No, you got it.
a lot of pick.
Here
There's
I
always a
thought it was
chance
gonna
of
be-
there being smoke that blows across the live stream as the
Yes. Okay, I'm staying put, man.
Yep, there's the switch. Smart. Oh, sneaky
So,
drive there from Mitch
little
to
nice
find
drive.
that spot.
Yeah, that was a very flat drive for Mitch for sure out the forehand side. As we said, he could pretty much hit any shot. All right, 30 love.
Call that shot the
2
Great
points
Plains.
away from the second set. Looks like 1 point away. Super kick serve for Brian Faig, man. That thing
Yeah.
I
had
hate it when he
eyes,
does that.
baby.
I can't believe they're still allowing
It was
lefties
huge.
to play the sport.
It's just been poor taste. You're right.
I mean, he should have outlawed it
All right,
years
we get another
ago.
set point here. I don't mean to yell, but that's what happened. Yeah.
Oh,
come on.
great read right there from Steinman.
Again, he got up pretty early for that one.
You can't put the ball.
4:30 a.m. to get that thing. I mean, yeah.
If I were to channel a good buddy of mine, Carl Morgan, a solid coach, pleasure to work with in every capacity, I would say you can't put the ball there.
And I think
But
that's
they are going to
That's
get
what we're
away
gonna
with
do.
it. 6-2 in the second set.
yeah.
Ranger, Faig, take it.
Yeah, man.
And this second set is brought to
Tennaqua.
you by the George Lucas transition.
You've been waiting to pepper that in, haven't
Couldn't
you?
get in there for.
We will be right back after this quick word from our
Ashuda.
sponsors.
No, after
And
a replay.
We'll do a replay of the set
Let's
point
do it. Why
first.
not?
No, this was,
this was
was
a while
way
ago.
earlier, but look at that.
But
All
what
right.
a get.
Wow.
IBJI, ladies and gentlemen.
From the heart of Chicago up to the North Shore and stretching from the northwest suburbs down to Kankakee. From urgent in-office care to virtual in-home visits, we're making orthopedic care available wherever and however you need it. Because while we're adapting our lives to keep each other safe, we know that new injuries will happen and old injuries will still linger. And IBJI is here to help.
Wait. Speaking of perfect. Nice fade there. It's just such a beautiful story. Wait a minute, am I taking a class now? What the hell's going on?
No, I just was really quickly checking files.
All right.
because
A nice
I know
loop
that-
audio
I
guy.
know it was a
I
bad,
like
it was a
it.
bad edit there.
Yeah, that was
For me. I didn't mean to make it loop, actually, to be honest with you. That's another strike. One more, and I'm history. No, I thought I was going to have to take notes for a second there. Where's my iPad? Actually, for me, it's more like, where's my spiral notebook? You know?
Where's Waldo?
Nice.
Was my grandmother used to have those books. I'm sure she still does, actually.
Yeah, you still get read to, Cal?
Oh yeah.
Sometimes.
I can't read myself, so I have to consume it somehow.
It's good comprehension for you. Jeez, Vince
All
looked
right,
like
I
he was
like
going
it.
to jump on a horse.
They're
there for a
shaking it
second.
out.
Yep.
They look relaxed and ready to go.
Ready. Yeah. This is the mid-match convo. This is where all the psych ploys come out right here. You know, you're playing fantastic.
How are you
I
doing
love
that?
what you're doing on the forehand side. No, I don't think these guys, even if they resorted to it, I think these guys are such veterans, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? You get to a point where, yeah, it just doesn't happen anymore. So I remember I'll tell a real quick anecdote with a little jazz in the background here. Skidly wah wah. But anyway, so one of my favorite all-time phrases is this one, which is, "Hey, are we going to play 2 rounds tonight? You say that to the tournament director when you walk up to the desk. That's like an old junior tournament ploy, you know, to psych somebody out. Like, you know you're going to win your first round match. So I get into a 40 and over tournament, right? And I go up to the front desk, and I don't know whether they're going to play. And this guy's waiting for me, and I know I'm going to play him. And he walks up to the director and he goes, "Are we going to play 2 rounds tonight?" And I just started to crack up, and I'm like, I haven't heard that since I was like 12.
I am obviously walking over this guy.
Well, did you play 2 rounds?
No, well, yeah. And by the way, so I played him and I beat him, but he was a very weak field at that time. So I just said, but I did, without even thinking about it, I was like, "Hey, do you know if we play a second round?" And I didn't even mean to say it to him, but I just thought it was funny. Apparently, it's not that funny. But anyway.
Hey, are we going to play 2 rounds tonight?
All right.
All right,
you were waiting for
it,
man.
Coming up, we are an hour and 10 minutes into the match.
Well,
all right, so
we're
Coach,
about an hour
I'm going to put you on the spot here, Coach, because we always do this. So what do you think Robert Steinman and Chase Berlinghoff need to do to right the ship a little bit?
That's a great question. I think that Granger sort of inserted himself a little more in that second set, which really paid off.
Yeah.
And
he didn't do that.
I think that if they can keep him honest, I like that kind of situation. I think that if they can go behind him a little bit more as he moves to the middle, it'll kind of force some more patience out of him. But to their credit, Granger and Faig served a lot better in the second set than they did in the first. There was just a few too many kind of loose serves, missed volleys in that first set.
Yep,
they
race steadier.
Yeah.
Located a lot more drives, a lot more down the middle.
Steinman and Berlinghoff are in a unique position. Should be pretty easy for them because Mitch Granger cannot tell a lie. He's like George Washington Jr.
He's like Pinocchio.
No, Pinocchio could lie.
Oh,
could just always
he would just get the cosmetic.
But there was a penalty
issue.
Yeah, but Mitch Granger just.
It's a great return.
Do you think he was able to fix that with cosmetic surgery?
Love the one-hander. There we go again.
I think somebody would take like
nice shot.
Find it.
That's tough.
Find the nick on Christmas, baby. So close to Christmas anyway. And let's add Brian Faig's name to the list of guys who have 2-handed backhands but have better one-handers than I do. I don't know if you all saw that. That's going to work. Nice touch. He's there. What a dig.
Good call.
Archaeology. The archaeology department chairman is Mitch Granger, apparently.
Archaeology.
That's actually a pretty good one. Chairman of archaeology.
Dig that.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Granger. This is where Forrest Ultrest in.
Get off my train.
I don't remember. You're kind of meshing them all into one movie there.
I like it.
That kind of works.
Harrison Ford is kind of a caricature of himself at this point.
He sure is.
What a great volley. Oh, that's
shot.
Tough.
Seed off that backhand side from Brian. He's rolling.
Yeah.
All right. Still with a whole point here, though, for the first point of the third set. Once again, if you just joined us, look at this, look at this. Come on.
Totally
Chase,
on purpose. Just
totally
walk to the other side, Chase.
You don't say for 1 second that he didn't mean to do this, because maybe he kind of did, but he's still, hey, you got to be in it to win it, man. Give Chase Berlinghoff credit. That was a great shot. Super. All right, sir, on the scoreboard here. Kind of employing the exact strategy that Coach McClure was referring to. So that's just impressive right there. I think the hair standing up on the back of my neck, I'm so impressed with that.
Well, Matt did go out there and tell them what they should do.
Yeah, no, I'm really the puppet master at this point. It's not just a reference to the Pinocchio callback.
There's a switch.
A little deep.
This is kind of a heavy delivery from Brian Faig on this lefty side. I mean, it's one thing to have the lefty magic going, and it's another one to have, look at that. Granger basically
everywhere. And then he finds the nick.
Wembanyama out there. Legs and arms, he's like a kraken. Which, by the way, wouldn't
The
be a bad
Tennaqua Krakens
right. It
is
wouldn't
a
be a
great-
bad mascot for the Tennaqua team.
These are really good digs right here.
Totally.
From Steinman and Burlington.
Oh.
And then
That
when
was
he
kind of a
decides-
last. It just looked like a last-minute thing where he's like,
Yeah.
"I'm going to drive this ball."
Yeah.
He looked like he was about to set up for a slice, and
Well,
he just was, you know what, forget it. I'm going to
You
drive
do
it.
sometimes find points like that where you've been grinding so hard for, multiple shots in a row.
Oh.
Then when you get the chance to pull the trigger on one, it's too big.
Yep.
It's like,
Funny thing is, he's able to pull
point
that
is
off
over.
even at the last minute. So I don't necessarily blame him for trying that. It's a good-looking shot.
oh, Mitch with the fake to one
Oh, yeah,
side
he's
and
there.
then the other.
Diggins, no diggity. Look at that.
Charles Diggins.
It's in there. Diggins Magazine. Your turn, Matt.
I can't think of one that's appropriate.
No, I know. Mine was barely appropriate. I don't want to make the same mistake I did.
Yeah.
As they take me away in the, what I was going to call it, a
cruiser?
paddy wagon. Yeah. That's an old,
We just have a couple. They just have a couple questions for Sean back at the station.
watch your head.
Watch it. Pew!
He's there. I'm going to one-time that thing. Otherwise we're gonna hit
It's a great lob down the line
the,
to come
good
up
patience from Steinman and Burlingham, by
with.
the way.
Spot. You got to go
Jump
top
back
spin.
into that
You got to go
thing.
top spin roller on that one.
Yep. Back to 30s. There's no more. Yeah. I was just, I don't even know if we can even do that because we'd have to get Carl's agent on the phone because it's a union thing. They would, I'd get kicked out even for another reason. We could
It's
give
a
him
tough
give
drive
one of
to
our
make
headsets
off the back foot from the baseline.
Just don't bring the fourth one out here.
I know Mitch felt like they were a little out of position, so he's trying to capitalize, but
Not a bad idea.
not quite the balance that he
Yeah,
was
I
going
thought it
for,
was a
I
good
bet.
idea. A little break point here. Mitch neutralizing this time in return there.
A little bit of McNerney play here. Granger.
Yeah.
It's cool to see this evolution as well with the volley being such an offensive shot now, given the opportunity.
Yes.
It just is not the way that the game was played sort of traditionally. Like every time you were volleying, you were playing defense, and it was just about
That's a great
kind
shot.
of floating the ball back into
Good
play.
reflex.
And now you just got guys swarming the net, trying to hurt people with the volley.
All right.
So 2Z.
Unbelievable. So they get the deuce. Wrapped up like a deuce.
And the runner in the net.
All right, I knew Cal could stop. All right, that's it. You keep doing that, and we're definitely giving Carl the headset.
Nothing wrong with that.
All right.
What's the score there?
15.
15 love.
Steinman
Yeah.
and
Yeah. This Chase served, and
Yeah.
Brian uncharacteristically missed the return. Look at the move. I love
Ooh,
the move
sneaky.
from Fag. Blitzing like Chase Young, baby. All right, let's talk Montez Sweat then. We'll talk Bears. Why do we have to talk about another team?
I don't think we need to talk about Bears.
All right, maybe not.
Talk
a
about
I'm
little
saying
long.
that as a Bears fan.
Talk about anything you want.
A little long that time. All right, it's 15-30, or I should say 30-15. No, 15-30. Not a shot. He got it. Oh,
tough.
that was good hustle from Chase. I guess that's kind of a pun, really, but it's real good hustle. He got
Gave a
back
heck
there.
of a chase.
He's got kind of some afterburners there. It just didn't look like he was going to get there, and all of a sudden, whoa, he's there. Look at that. Super move from Granger to jump on back on the board here and bring it back to being on serve.
Hopefully Mitch isn't having any issues there.
No,
He is,
either that or he's doing some hatha yoga on, with the heaters.
ooh.
I don't know how to be that flexible, by the way. Which is not even possible for me right there.
You're great. You're doing great.
First of all, I couldn't possibly be out there anyway. I'd need the ear flaps with the hat. That would be just number one for me. All right. So Granger and Fig serving at 1-2 here in the third. Rob Steinman and Chase Berlinghoff won the first set 6-4 for Skokie. And then
Granger Fig take it for Tennaqua in the second.
Yep.
6-2.
And so we're in for a war here. Look at that. Not a bad move, though.
No.
Especially with his return.
Yeah,
Jeez,
a couple shots from Robert that are just kind of clipping the tape. That backhand on the last
almost
point in
blitz on
particular.
every ball. We could hit it that well.
That backhand is a shot that he likes, but maybe dropped a little lower than he was looking for.
Which, as I mentioned before, it's not like he hasn't pulled that off. It's just difficult to do.
I think that is probably the most successful play that Tennaqua has come up with when they get that short ball, particularly for Brian to hit that roller. Sort of right at Chase's body. Has earned him a few points. Yeah, it's just a tough read, especially coming off of a lefty paddle where Brian can do a lot with the ball.
I can't help it. Here's where that's a great shot.
Great volley.
Sorry, just had something in my throat. You know, I'm gonna put this out there because I'm incredibly immature, which doesn't mean anything. But I think everybody needs to respect Sean Albrecht for the incredible voice he has and the fact that he never uses it. Like I have an okay voice and I just falsetto and it's so much fun. And Sean could kill everything, just not even trying, and he saves it for the recordings.
The guy's got pipes,
and that's how you know. That's how you know he's talented.
And he chooses to use it.
Yeah, he never. Yeah, it's incredible. The discipline.
I'm going to use a line from the great John Glenn, who was the great astronaut.
Not quite as good as John Cusack. He's close.
No. But John Glenn believed that we only have a finite number of heartbeats. So he wasn't going to waste any running around doing exercises. I look at it this way. I only have a certain amount of notes.
On exercise.
I only have I only got, maybe one voice. I only have a certain amount of notes in me, and I just don't want to waste them.
That's incredible.
You're not going to
waste it on exercise.
I'm just telling you.
Wow, that's...
No, that was one of my favorite quotes of all time.
That game's got to hurt.
Because let's face it, the guy was an astronaut, and he had that attitude. Yeah. So 3-1, Steinman, Berlinghoff jumping out to a lead. But we've seen this before.
Yeah.
We've seen this movie once or twice, okay? So, it ain't over. However, they are playing a very smart, set this time, trying to rebound after that last great shot. Wow. And there's another benefit to a lot of that topspin for Mitch Granger. He hits so much on it that if it hits a paddle a certain way, it's going to kick up, which is usually it's easy. It's controllable, but if you don't quite get the ball, it's going to make it tough on you.
But you're ready.
All right, so, and this is more positive energy from Rob Steinman. You got to give him credit. I like that. Good communication there.
Yeah, these guys are talking to each other.
Nice.
A lot. Oh,
high backhand
I see.
slice.
That is my favorite type of volley right there.
There we go.
If you're not volleying messy, you're not trying.
We're not talking about soccer either. When we say Messi, we mean with a Y.
Yeah.
Not with an I.
There's enough space in this world
I got to watch the live.
For real world and for miracles.
I get too distracted. Yeah. There you go. Good shot. Oh, let's see. There we go. So last week we were watching Dave Bukowski, who's got one of the greatest slice screen drives.
Yeah, backhand slice screen drive.
Because he can put so much pace on it with just a very smooth swing. Mitch has got quite a good one as well.
40, is it 40-30? Sorry,
I believe
might have
it
missed
is.
a point there.
15-30.
15-30?
Whoa, okay.
Great job, guys.
Wow, we out of there.
Listen.
Well, you did have the right...
I can see the future, so
right
that's going to
ratio.
be the score eventually. Yeah, a little deep. See, told you now it's 30 all.
McClure-Stradamus.
Now it's about to be.
Yeah, you watch. Let's just see if it happens. In there.
It might actually be 1540.
Look
to
at
be
that.
honest.
What a
because
shot.
I'm pretty sure they called that last one long.
Did they? I think they should have.
That
It
my
was
thought,
long.
Yeah.
Oh, what a shot.
Fancy.
Good
Oh, they did,
teamwork.
yes. You're 100%.
Way to cover
Yeah,
it,
so
Mitch.
1540,
Yep,
Great.
1540.
Oh, that would have been tough.
It's not an easy shot. You know, it's funny because I would have to do that or try that, and I'd look a lot worse than, I'd probably whiff it.
Well, the court would break.
Thank you. Yeah, probably. I would definitely, yeah, right. And, there would be a tremor. They'd feel it in San Diego. But no, what I was going to say is if I had a backhand drive like Granger, I probably wouldn't even bother with the forehand, just smack the backhand.
Yeah.
All right, so back to deuce here. To Rob and Chase's credit, they fought back to deuce. Trying to keep the pressure on here in the third set.
Ding, 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 ding,
Hear
ding,
it.
ding.
That stayed in. Almost hit it too hard.
You got it, you got it.
Considering Robert only had to take one step back north of the service line to pick it off. It's a good roller. Yeah. He hit it. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Okay, just give Chase Burlinghoff a medal, a commendation. I mean, what do you want to give him?
A Purple
His
Heart.
own calendar. I mean, geez, that was a super get. I thought it was going to be a winner, and he just said, not today. So impressive.
And
With
it's
that,
got to
they
be
get-
fairly
Good volley.
tough mentally for Granger and Fig because they've been up 15-42 games in
absolutely.
a row, and now they're on their.
They're in danger of
Yeah.
losing or
But that
having
just goes to
somebody
show
wrong.
about these guys that
Just long.
they're still playing.
Yep.
I would have quit after the first set.
This is a long game.
Patience
This
tolerance
sport is
threshold.
too long. Let's just play one set and then have dinner.
PTT. Patience tolerance threshold is 2.
Out of what? 3?
It's not a ratio. It's more of a ratio of how many. Well, there we go. Nice shot. Okay. I suppose if he can hit it like that, I suppose it is kind of cool. But nice scoop. That'll work. He's there. The caress drive right there. It's going to find the nick, but not quite as much. Great screen drive from Haig.
Yeah.
Nice. Look at that. Good. Patience. When you met me, I was the student. Now I am the master. That'll work.
Oh,
That will work again. You couldn't see it from the angle where the camera is, but that thing just fell off a table.
yep.
Got over the net.
Cleared the net and
Absolutely,
dipped.
just dropped. So it is out right now. Smacking it. What a pick.
Nice hands.
She's really good hands. It's a great lob, Sid. No.
Just deep.
Just missed it.
Obviously, this isn't, technically speaking, a must-win game, but it's getting pretty close.
Back to deuce.
For momentum, old Mo, as Sean would say.
Chase doing the Johnny Bench right there.
Good spot.
Here's
took
the
that
thing,
return nice
and,
and
I, and
early.
I'm gonna. I don't know if she's watching, but I'm gonna give cred to Spencer Granger because she is not a huge fan of I formation in platform because having to pop up and hit a volley that quickly sometimes is one of the things that's not easy to do. I mean, sometimes you're maybe better off what?
Jeez.
Come on.
Just playing his position, just in the right spot.
This guy's like Scotty Scheffler on the greens. What is that right there? That was beautiful. Well, anyway, yeah, it's difficult. Not impossible. Some people can pull it off, but I agree with the idea that it's kind of difficult to do the pure I formation in paddle if you got to crouch way down, especially if somebody's serving over your head down the tee.
Yeah.
Another break point opportunity
Not
here
that I know what I'm talking about.
Granger.
Yeah.
Fake.
Yeah.
It's all right, Cal. You kind of look like you do, kind of.
It's true. I get asked if I'm a player a lot, and they sort of seem if there's like a Make-A-Wish type deal going on with the pro players. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, no, it's an important distinction.
Said, no. Brian just missing by an inch twice in a row there. So back to deuce. And once you know, fifth game here, which, as Cal mentioned, what a shot, is a pretty important game. It is, oh, you know what?
Wow.
I almost felt like Mitch could have hit
Great
that harder.
move.
Yeah. Super hands. Man, you know what? Maybe on the podcast.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
It caught.
And he dug it out.
Shot.
Mitch.
It's been waiting to pull that off. Look at that.
That is
It's still sitting next to the net. That's how good the spin on this thing was. Check it out. This is like speaking of Scotty Scheffler.
Not your bank.
We're gonna have to send that one to Mitch. I think that was a good.
And we call that one the Dirty Mitchell.
I don't know. That was as clean as a couple of contacts get on that
there?
one. Oh, the lead cord.
The drop serve.
The lead cord ace.
To earn himself another hold point here. What is this, number 11?
This is deuce number 47, Sean.
I don't think we're insured for anything over 50.
Good recovery from Chase.
Nice. Lob. Nice dig. Just keeping the pressure on him.
That's tough.
You have to do two pirouettes.
Gets lower and
Yeah,
lower.
absolutely.
Lower. Lower. Too low.
You're playing limbo.
Lower.
You're good.
Now roll it around.
Keep going.
So
Nice volley.
now if you're going to do two pirouettes during a dig from a backside or side back, usually you don't win the point, especially if you got a pirouette going one way and then the second shot you got a pirouette going the other way. Very difficult to do. With all my dance experience, let me tell you.
All my dance experience.
He got it.
Oh, what
I
a
think it
pick.
hit
He's
off.
there.
That's a nice touch.
Did that not hit off Mitch's paddle?
I
don't think so.
couldn't tell. I think it bounced over it.
Oh.
Well, first of all, Mitch would have said something.
No,
Yeah.
right.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
I wasn't accusing anybody
That's
of
all right.
impropriety.
But why don't you go out there, call him a cheater, see how it plays out.
All right, another hold point for Steinman and Burlinghoff, and it does convert.
Oh, wow.
So I tell you what.
Long game there. Big investment
Okay,
game.
credit though to Rob and Chase for keeping the pressure on, because it's real easy when you go through 481 deuces or whatever it was, and deuce had, you got to just keep the pressure on, but because it's not easy, especially with a team as tough as Brian and Mitch are. So
Yeah. Let's take a quick in-between fifth game break to hear our sponsors.
Not your bank's top priority? Here at Wintrust, we take a different approach to banking. No hidden fees or runarounds, but a true banking partner focused on your unique financial goals. Whether you're opening your first account, found your dream home, planning for the future, or starting a business, we have the financial solutions to get you there. Stop settling and start experiencing a better way to bank. Wintrust, different approach, better results.
and we're back.
Wintrust. We couldn't
We're
hear
way
audio there,
back.
but we
Back in action. All right,
wait,
so
was that
the
one
always
my fault
important
too?
Sixth game.
Because I'm just checking them off. Like I figured,
Nope, we're golden.
if I want to make every possible mistake,
So that you don't make them again. That's what makes you
in a
well
way,
prepared.
yeah, right, sure.
And like a cowboy who's getting on his horse again, we are back in the saddle.
Sit down. Let's go.
That's a real solid return to come up with in that situation.
Tie it up
sort
there,
of like a cowboy trying to plan how he's going to make it back.
All right, Yellowstone. We'll see what kind
More
of
of an
soldier
eastbound
you're
and
gonna
down
make.
kind of guy.
Oh yeah. See, here's the funny thing. Like that's just way too. I think I told you that movie is older than I am. I mean that.
Yeah,
that,
but
that's
Burt
like,
Reynolds is timeless.
He's awesome, but I'm just saying. I mean, I think I was 7 when that came out.
I mean, it's not as good as Gator, but
or Deliverance.
I don't think I was even born during that one.
Anything
Deliverance,
with an airboat is really the pinnacle
Gator,
of film.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Sharky's Machine was my favorite.
Jaws.
All right, Granger and Fag at 30-15 here. Nice wide serve. What a shot. I guess you leave the alley open for Robert.
Yeah, you just let him hit the ball into the alley
right this
so you
way.
can recover immediately.
There's some,
That's the play.
Right, there's some foie de gras on the left, and you can have a little some craft ice with your mango juice. Look at that, nice.
Sneaky drive.
And it works.
Robert really handled that, huh? It was a very casual stretch to the outside edge.
Absolutely. 30 all.
All right, here we go. We're
You
awfully
called it.
close
I
to
think you
do or
called this
die time
crucial.
here
Yeah.
for Tennaqua.
I like that. See if you can just make a move if we're going to get one of those.
Yeah,
that caught the back edge of the line. Wow.
Smart point here. I do think that this is what Tennaqua has to do some more of in order to get into it. I think that they need to attack Chase when they have the opportunity. That has been paying off. But then I think they need to kind of keep Robert honest a little bit when you can tell that he starts to sneak over.
Yep.
But to be perfectly honest, Chase has been lobbing so well that
it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's not. They haven't had a lot of opportunity.
It doesn't look like either one of them are getting all that tired. Shouldn't have said that. Boy, I jinxed him right there, didn't I?
Yeah, but I would consider that to be a pretty solid point from Tennaqua.
Yep.
I think that, they froze out Robert a little bit more when he had the chance to drive the ball. He hadn't, it wasn't in perfect
I think it's 30-15,
rhythm.
by the way.
Yeah, I just heard him say.
Yep. We played 3 points. It doesn't seem like.
Good touch.
No, just a little
wide.
Didn't miss by much, but he missed. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the heck out of here.
Cologne.
All right.
Great song. No, so
all right,
it was.
Game, yeah.
Yeah, I was. Oh.
Other way around. It's nice of you, though.
No.
Speed things along. What are you doing?
All right, 4 serving 2. Berlinghoff bringing it.
Oh, great half volley. That's a great return from Brian Fegg.
Yeah, knocked it down.
Awesome.
Forced him
Tell
to
you
hit
what,
that.
he's got
Actually,
some
one of the rare
sneaky top.
situations where Chase decided to come in behind his serve.
Yeah, that's a good point. You're right.
Changed it up a little bit. There's another let cord. So far, there's been quite a home court advantage.
Exactly.
And how would you define that exactly? I hear that term a lot, home court advantage, but what would you say that is exactly?
Well, you're just, I just think you're really, really comfortable. You're like, you got a lazy boy out there with you, some potato chips. Well, I'm just thinking about how I would do it.
I totally agree. When you're so comfortable with the court that you would just lay down.
Yeah, get some
and take a nap.
Homemade French onion dip. Maybe
instead of wearing warm-ups, you wear a Snuggie to the court. That's the general.
That's
the general vibe.
God, I miss that. Those Snuggies, boy. I need a much bigger one now. It's more like it's like a blanket for most people. Oh,
on changeovers, you sit in a beanbag chair. All right, so 4-3.
I got a rash from the last one.
Skokie with the lead.
But
Ranger Fake
But Tennaqua making a move is out of there. I don't like it. No way, you've been sick. I'm not.
You know, one thing I got to say about Skokie is they have a fresh Diet Coke gun that is, you know, always flowing.
Was it? You're hinting at something? You want me to get up?
No, I'm.
You sure?
No,
I would love one.
I'm a heck of a bartender.
I'm just coming up with. Sports announcer pablum.
What a shot!
Nice move.
That's just a super backhand.
Yep.
Set it up, and you know what? I give Brian just a lot of credit for even staying in there.
Yeah.
Because I would have bailed.
He was irritated that he didn't make the volley. But
Yeah, I know.
was
That's
like,
what's so funny.
Yeah, he stayed.
I wonder what's that like to have that kind of talent. I don't. Can't even imagine. All right, love 30 quickly for Steinman and Berlinghoff.
Great cover in the corner there.
Fantastic camera change from our camera operator there. Whatever that guy's getting paid, not enough.
What, are you stuffing the ballot box for yourself?
No, not at all.
Help me.
It's an internship.
We do live in Illinois. It's not
Great
like you
lob.
can do that. Just,
Was it deep?
Just
Oh,
deep,
okay.
very
Sorry.
close.
In
But
the
at
way
least-
that he set up as though he was going to hit the ball, I
Yep.
assumed it was
Yep.
in, but it clearly was long.
All right, 15-30. It's a good serve. It's just a super
Another
good
cannon.
try. It's kind of backing him off a little bit. I mean,
Yeah,
look, when you
he's
take
tangled
it
him up a couple of
Totally.
times.
when you take it that
This is
early,
just a rock.
check it out. Boom. And when I say early, the cool thing is, like, he's not even inside that
Sweet
bite.
volley,
That
yeah, he
bought,
caught it. Mitchell finding the
bought
lines.
paid for that line right there.
Only playing on the white part of the
I
court.
know. Racist.
Oh, no.
No. He's like the coolest dude. Anyway, so we're looking at a 30-40. It's a good roller. That's a
Yep.
great roller. Yeah,
All
I
right,
think
Deuce
it
game.
eyes. That's it. Back to Deuce. This is a war.
Yeah, this is where it's at, I think, for Tennaqua, especially Mitch serving.
Yep.
That long game that they had a few games ago on Mitch's last serve, it just went on forever, but it kind of came down to a couple of faults. So they can stay in
Absolutely.
it. There you go. That's not even a bad decision there.
I don't think so.
From Brian.
Just maybe misjudged the bounce a little bit. Did that drive. All right, a point to hold
Brian
here.
shifting over as well to kind
For
of
Mitch
bait
and
that
Brian.
forehand for Chase.
Exactly. For Tennaqua. The Tennaqua Kraken. I don't know if that should be the best
It's
mascot.
Tennaqua crack eye.
And I keep using seafaring. Did you know that? Notice that? Because I think last time it was midshipman and
Is seafaring a way to describe animals? Or is that's just like boats?
That's just where they live.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
volley.
Very seafaring.
Marine. Oh, just deep.
Oh,
That is going to take it
all
to
right. 44.
Robert Steinman there just about a half step away from hitting the Tebow.
God, the pressure. If you're just joining us, we are deep in the third set here for
Yes.
Series 2 match here at Skokie. 4-all, Skokie versus Tennaqua. Steinman and Berlinghoff playing for Skokie, and Granger and Faig playing for Tennaqua. You paid for the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge.
Well, I
All
can't
right.
be outdone, so you paid for an event where 4 guys go at it, and you got yourself a battle. I wasn't paying attention. I think it's 15-0.
I think
Good enough.
15-0, that's how we say
Good
it.
volley. Some more good hands, so we intercepted that. Lob. I think he almost kicks to the right a little bit. He almost puts a little side spin on that roller.
Yeah.
It just makes
Really good
me
lob.
feel more out of shape watching these guys. It's been like an hour and 30 minutes, and they have just as much energy as when they started,
Pretty much.
if not more.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point, Cal. You know, yeah, That is part
Robert
of
is still
platform, by the way. It's a concentration and, the cardiovascular challenge. So those two things, because you really do have to concentrate. I mean, sometimes I feel like you kind of get away with it in tennis because although it's difficult in just regular tennis too. Good overhead. That's a good touch.
Wow.
Oh,
Nice. Super play in there, Mitch.
tough.
Teaching a lesson out there with that. That was amazing. All right, so 30-15. Still locked in at 4-4 here at Lovely. Once again, tradition-laden.
Bucolic, landmark ridden.
Yes.
Landmark ridden.
Ridden of
Landmarks
You throw
everywhere.
a rock, there's
it's
a
a scourge upon our land. The landmarks.
all the certification plaques are all over the place. Skokie Country Club here in lovely Glencoe. And we're again watching that hit.
Just a little deep.
No, I thought
Yeah,
that
just a little deep.
We're watching a Series 2 paddle extravaganza, war, basically, battle between Tennaqua and Skokie Country Club. On this near side for Skokie Country Club, that was Rob Steinman hitting the serve, and that was Chase Burlingoff hitting that overhead right there on the near side. And then the far side, once again, Mitch Granger in the white just hit that nice touch on the
Mitch
lob there.
Granger's the guy with the white hat.
And then his partner, the lefty magic, being provided by Brian Faig. Wow, just caught up in the nick over there.
I usually notice these things, but they're both teams wearing matching hats.
Yeah, I didn't even know. Yeah, you're right. I guess at least it's close. I don't know if it's complete
Robert
here.
is the one in the blue hat.
So this is a point to hold here to go. What a shot for Granger. Yeah.
Nice hands.
Oh,
Great recovery.
Mitch is limping a little bit there.
Yeah,
maybe,
you took one. It's difficult running into the side and hitting that forehand like that.
Maybe he took a step that he didn't like.
Yeah.
What a shot.
That's a tough
That's the
ball off
second
shoulder.
time Brian's been able to do that. He just, as I say, he's got that quick, compact motion. I mean, watch the pace he gets off this thing. Boom. I mean, that's some serious pace. I'm not even sure that wouldn't have bit if it stayed in. I mean, if it was, if he let it go, because it was going cross court. We're at deuce. Couldn't get any tighter here. It's another one.
It's another great return.
Tell you what, I wouldn't be feeding the beast right now. Just kind of going to the forehand side to take the chances.
backhand.
That's impressive. All right, break point here. For Granger and Faig. Good lob. Finding the nick again.
Yeah, found the
Unbelievable. From that position, that is not easy to do. I mean, and Rob made it look very casual. So back to deuce. Good lob. You kind of tell it's crunch time, Coach. Look at the tomahawk.
Yeah,
Another great
good move.
shot.
This is tight.
Super anticipation from Faig right there. Figured,
Robert.
okay, let's just get.
This is a tough moment here for
Another break
Skokie
point.
because
Yep.
the way that they were winning points has sort of evaporated in just this game where all of a sudden flew
All right,
wide.
you just got to give Mitch
That's
credit.
big,
He's
yeah.
a man's man because even though it looked like he might have, to Cal's point, hurt himself running into.
Yeah, he took
That
he took a step that he did
Right,
not
but
like.
he did it again. He decided he was going to run into that side.
Yeah, he was stretching his hamstring,
again,
and then he
yeah.
was grabbing his hamstring after. I think he's just got a little bit of tightness on that right hammy.
Didn't seem to bother him when he hit that seed up the line like that. That was beautiful. All right, so they take, and when I say they, I mean Mitch Granger and Brian Faig for Tennaqua take the lead, 5-4 here in the third set. Let's see if they can.
And we return to our match on Hoth. Not even a Star Wars fan.
I don't know. If we're going to start doing stuff like that, somebody's got to dress like Ahsoka Tama out there.
Oh, you've got the figure for it, Sean.
You know what? Thanks. My
That is
hair's
a
not
compliment.
long enough for all that stuff. No, I don't know who it's not the Sith, but the Dark Lord on that. I don't even know what his name is in that series. He's even chubbier than I am. No, I'm chubbier than he is, so I can't do that. If Jabba the Hutt was a Sith,
really good roller.
if Jabba the Hutt was a Sith, that would be my character. All right, Fig. It's really good. Super kick serve from Fig. I'm telling you, Brian just pulling out
He's been serving all night.
a can, so to speak, of
really feeling
WA right now. Oh, what a shot.
Jeez.
He's there. He's there.
Nice
What a
pick.
dig. Yeah. Professor of Archaeology back at it. Mitch Granger.
Chairman
no
of
way.
the board. Oh, we're in the replay.
Sorry about that.
I was going to say
Nice
he's doing it
hands.
again.
That was amazing.
Now we're back to live here, just in case you guys were wondering what just happened.
Well, sometimes you gotta go into an alternate dimension while you're in the middle of a tight paddle match.
Buckaroo McClure Banzai.
Oh no!
Nice pickup.
Man, I thought for sure Chase was in trouble with that volley, but he flexed it
too.
off.
Good lob.
Oh,
Look at that. That's it.
good
It's
dig.
in there. Oh, he is.
Yeah, he's
He's been a little ginger on that left foot, maybe. Or right.
I think
should
it's
say right
higher
foot.
up. Just from what he was stretching and massaging, I think it's a hammy.
That's tough. That's
Shot.
one of those things in paddle that,
But you barely use it, so it's
well, it's just so
dig.
common to have like a minor tweak and then try to work it out.
Fig.
yeah.
And you're not covering a ton of
Unbelievable.
distance all the time, so you don't
Nice
feel
pitch.
like.
Tell you what, this
Oh,
is a really
sneaky.
well played point here.
We have saved the best for last, apparently, for this match tonight.
I was figuring Cal was going to start singing Vanessa Williams there. Nice.
Good hands. Dig it.
There was a waterfowl.
Yep, he made it.
He
Get
did.
there.
Speed.
Mitch is going to cover.
Come on.
What a dig. Unreal.
This is like an APTA.
Oh, it might
point.
as
We can
well be.
submit it to ESPN here.
Oh, great point.
Unbelievable point.
And let's see what the replay was supposed to be, which
It's a
was
great dig by
It's a
Granger.
crazy good dig.
And then
Wow. All right, 30-15 after all that. And you know what? This is a really smart move by Brian Fig, because you go through a big long point like that. I've said this
Yeah.
before, and you just got to make sure just to keep the concentration up to hit a good serve.
Hit the
Sometimes you-
reset button. you know?
Exactly. We rush into it sometimes, and it's a
grabbing Orange
problem.
Julius.
Oh, nice shot.
Yeah,
he made
it's
it.
one of my favorites.
Oh,
Cut.
nice move by Mitch.
Good hack.
Great drive by Steinman.
That was a really good slice.
Oh, my-
Unbelievable.
All right, he's faking.
MG. MG hammer. I mean, yeah. Look, right here. Yeah,
3 in a row.
unbelievable.
So match
All right,
point.
this is match point for Tennaqua.
Tennaqua.
After all of this,
And Mitch playing on the court with 2 torn Achilles and still pulling it off.
he does it again. No,
Continuing. Oh,
good
nice
hustle
move.
from Rob Steinman.
Yeah, he saw that one a little earlier than
You
the
know
other
you're
two.
fast when you get there and hit the ball with 2 hands. You didn't even have to reach out; just hit with 1. That's speed, man.
Might as well have been putting one of those
Impressive.
little umbrellas in his drink.
Exactly. Good looking serve.
Oh, geez, fighting off 2 match points.
Well, could this match end any other way than a deuce?
No, it's a good point,
The way
Cal.
this set has been
No
going.
pun intended. It is. You just missed the serve. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you rush into it,
Yeah.
you know. And I'm not taking anything away from Brian, because he's got his own rhythm, and obviously he's got a great serve. So what do I know?
Right, but a little extra time.
Yeah, maybe, because it looked like when he did, he was a
Jeez,
little
the
wide.
kick.
Just wide.
'Cause like I said, you take your time. Look at that kick serve. That was a mule.
Yeah. Great serve. And one of the first returns that Robert has missed the entire match.
I think you're right. Matter of fact, I think maybe
you know,
2.
Maybe
yeah,
maybe
that might
2
be
or
the
3.
second one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, of course it's deuce again. Because we wish it. Nice.
Mitch Granger basically fighting off an Alex Smith situation right now. And just managing to.
All right, and earning another match point with some patience.
Coming up on the 2-hour mark for this match here.
A little rhythm.
Oh, the little fake out there from Mitch.
Yeah, smart.
It's a good roller. Way to poke that out of there. I tell you what, Chase with a really, really nice shot. That's a great waterfall from there. I tell you, he's got the Kraken arms going.
He's got it cracking.
Sit. Chase will not go away. I love it. Dig. You dig? Yeah. I dig. Let's give roller. Just can't seem to find the keys one time, and it pretty well there. Unbelievable.
There it is. Great match right there. Both teams an hour and 54 minutes for our Court 1 Series 2 match here at Skokie Country Club. Congratulations to Mitch Granger and Brian Fay of Tennaqua for eking this one out.
Really good match.
Three-setter, yeah. 6-4, 2-6, 4-6, 6-2, 6-4. Tennaqua takes it.
The Kraken swarming its arms around that pirate ship and just dragging it to the bottom.
Yeah, really well played by both teams. It was a battle. This was a fun one, you guys.
It was.
We will be live at the Steel City tournament in Pittsburgh this coming weekend. Not us, but we'll be running the stream. So check out the APTA
we'll be napping.
network for. we'll press go and then fall asleep. But yeah, so check out the APTA network this weekend for some more paddle on the APTA tour.
Yes.
And then we will figure out what's going to happen right before the holiday break as well, and let you know on that side. It was a pleasure, Sean and Cal. Thanks a lot, you guys.
Always.
And thank you to our hosts here at Skokie. You always do a phenomenal job.
They do.
Can't wait for them to redo this hut.
And we will update. Yeah, we'll update you guys next week on the quality of the chili. So.
Yeah, absolutely. That'll go in Cal's blog. All right, thanks,
Is that
everybody.
a part of the body? Okay. All right, hey, good night, everybody.
Not your bank's top priority? Here at Wintrust, we take a different approach to banking. No hidden fees or runarounds, but a true banking partner focused on your unique financial goals. Whether you're opening your first account, found your dream home, planning for the future, or starting a business, we have the financial solutions to get you there. Stop settling and start experiencing a better way to bank. Wintrust, different approach, better results.